Are you lazy? Yeah, of course you are. Do you need fungi? Most likely. Every character seems to need them these days, and their drop rate is so low they may as well come out of the wish system as a 5-star. The goal is to give you as many fungi as possible in a short amount of time, while also being easily accessible. So let's get on to the route. It starts in the most northeastern part of Sumeru, where you will immediately find 3 small fungi. Northwest of that spot, you will find a small caravan of fungi, which has a good number, and a larger one, which hopefully has better drops. You tend to see more items coming from them, and the route will prioritize them. Once you've stopped the great fungi migration, it's time to head to a waypoint southwest of here and take out a small group of fungi sitting on top of a mushroom. After that, we're heading north of the artifact domain to the waypoint, taking out one small group of fungi right by the spawn point. We're then going to head over to the most southeast waypoint of Sumeru City, then we're going to glide over to some fungi sitting on top of a raised piece of ground, which is more commonly known as a hill, kinda. Don't really know if you would strictly define this as a hill, but all we know is we don't want to climb it in the future. After them, glide down to the west where you're going to find 3 more fungi sitting on the ledge. Then jump down to the southwest where you'll find some more fungi sitting in the water. They're a little bit spread out, but bring an animo unit and you'll be fine. After them, run along the river to the southeast, finding even more fungi that are even more annoyingly spread out than the last ones. You should find 5 total small hydra ones here. Next up, we're heading to the Vimara village waypoint and we're going to run north of there. Among these fungi, you will find some flowers you can pick that can summon some extra whopper flowers if you still need those materials. After that small group, then run a little bit north of there and you'll find 2 small pyrofungi sitting by themselves. Now teleport to the waypoint northwest of Port Ormos where you're going to run northeast all the way down the hill where you'll find 7 small fungi sitting on the shore. Next, we're heading west of Vimara village to a place I'm just not even going to try to attempt to pronounce. We teleport to the eastern waypoint of this place, then we're going to run down the path and you'll find 2 small fungi right there. Walk around the corner to the south and you'll find 3 more of them. After those, teleport to the statue of the 7 to the west of here, and then you're going to run northeast into a pool of water where you'll find even more fungi with a large one. Continue to follow the path northwest and you'll find 3 more small fungi sitting on the road. And don't worry, I saw the Aranara, I'm just putting them off right now. After that, you're going to run slightly south into the west where you're going to find one of the more dense fungi areas on the surface area of Sumeru. After you take out the first group, you only have to run a little bit southeast and you're going to find another group immediately. After you take out the second group of fungi, then you're going to run south and turn the corner to the right. It is here where you will encounter the fungi cult. Take them out quickly because if there's one thing we do not tolerate around here, it is a cultish fungi. With the cult taken care of and the leader deposed, it is now time to teleport to the waypoint to the southwest of here. From this waypoint, you're going to run basically north with a little leaning to the west, and eventually you'll find a little group of fungi and do what you've been doing best this whole time, making friends. After the first small group is taken care of here, you're going to run northwest, or you're going to do what I did and ignore the very route I made myself and run north instead and fight the group you're supposed to fight last, and then run along the ledge and fight some fungi up on a tree. It really doesn't matter what way you take, they're both pretty much the same. Next up is a waypoint northeast of here, which we're going to have one quick group to take care of right by the spawn point. And some of the fungi here do spawn out of the ground, so if you're in someone else's world and the master of the world is not with you, they won't spawn for you. Next up is the most northwest waypoint on the surface, and you're going to run down the hill to the south where you'll find 5 fungi sitting on the hill. They're a little bit spread out, but not too hard to group. Then head down the hill to the east where you'll find a few fungi on the path. After that, start heading to the south and a little bit to the west, and eventually you're going to find a ruin drake. Once you engage the ruin drake, some pyrofungi will spawn around it and you can take them all out at once. And it's from here where we're going to be going into some caves before we head to the desert. You can teleport to the waypoint immediately right beside what I affectionately call the Dendrochobo, and then head down into the pit below it, and you're going to find a ton of fungi here. Just run around in a circle and there is a bunch of them. If you haven't unlocked this area yet, you get to it through this portal shown here. And quite frankly, as you can see, you should be coming here anyway because there are 3 large fungi right underneath it. You can take them out and then fly up into the portal yourself, or actually just teleport down to the waypoint that you probably already have unlocked because it is a little bit faster. Next up, we're teleporting up to the northeastern area of Sumeru once again. Here you can find 2 fungi along with a slime pretending to be one, and if you do have this area unlocked, you can go down to this cave where there is a ton of fungi. I'm showing this one optional underground area that I believe is locked behind quests because it's just a straightforward tunnel where you can find probably over a dozen fungi. If you don't have this unlocked yet, don't worry, there's still a little bit more fungi left to get, but this is still one of the single best areas in the entire game for fungi farming. And lastly, for the grassy half of Sumeru, you can come to this waypoint to the east of the Marinara Sauce People village, follow the road to the east, and you'll find a group of 5 fungi sitting on the road, and then immediately after them, just a little bit down the road further, you'll find some more fungi. Now we move on to the desert. First up is a waypoint in the northeasternmost part of the desert. Once you spawn in here, you're going to want to look southeast and you're going to find some grappling hook locations. Use these to get up the hill and then start running up the hill south and then find some fungi. Careful not to fight these first ones too close to this ledge because you don't want the drops going down there. Then if you look southeast again, you'll see another larger group of fungi. This one includes 2 larger ones, so it's a really good spot. Run, jump, and glide your way down the hill to the east, or you can choose either to go to the waypoint to the east of here or to the Statue of the Seven and run along this route. It's really your choice and what system you're on and how fast your loading speeds are. Either way, all 3 of these fungi locations are very straightforward. They're pretty much all along the road except for the one final spot here, which is hidden around the corner around some rocks. It also has some crystal flies if you want to pick those up. Next, we're heading to the waypoint north of the domain to the west of here, where you'll find some fungi pretending to be Bastion from Overwatch. After that group, we're going to run a little northeast and you're going to find 2 more smaller groups of fungi. One's just chilling up on the ledge here, and for the second one, immediately after this, you're going to jump down the hill to the north and you're going to find 3 more right away. Now we're going to teleport back to that exact same waypoint, except this time we're going to head to the west. After a little bit of gliding, you will find a small group of fungi sitting on the road, and if you go a little bit further west to that, you're going to find Breloom's Fight Club. Next, we'll be teleporting to the Statue of the Seven southwest of here. Jump off the statue to the southwest where you'll find some fungi just happily jumping around, having a good time. Start heading east from here where you'll see another grappling point. Come up here, fight the fungi that would be happily jumping around just like the previous ones if you didn't shoot them like I did. Next, head to a waypoint southeast of here. You're going to find some fungi up on the hill to the northeast of that. Then head south from there where you're going to find 2 more groups basically right beside each other. You jump down here and then head south of that and you'll find another large group. Next up is a waypoint directly east of this waypoint we just went to. On your way east, you can pick up a few crystal flies here very easily to an oasis with a pretty decent sized group of fungi here with a large one. Run downhill southwest of there and you'll find a small group of fungi sitting by a cactus. A little southeast of those is yet another small group of fungi. And then once you've taken out that group, then you're going to want to start heading northwest to the other oasis where you're going to find 2 more groups of fungi on either side. The large fungi chilling up on the rock to the left can be a little bit annoying sometimes. You don't take them out right away, he can start flying up in the air and be annoying if you don't have any ranged characters with you. Then on the opposite side of this oasis, you're going to find another small group of hydra fungi. And lastly, there's just 2 quick spots right by waypoints. Teleport to the south and then run up a hill south of that, and you're going to find 3 fungi right away. And one last waypoint a little northwest of here, and you'll find pretty much the exact same thing, just with 1 extra fungi. The whole run takes about 20 to 30 minutes depending on your team and your efficiency. For example, this run, not sped up, took about 29 minutes total. That being said, this concludes this route. There are obviously a ton more fungi if you need a lot of them, which is understandable because every new character keeps needing them. I just prefer routes that are quicker and target the best areas that I can do over time rather than trying to farm the entire world's population of fungi in a single sitting. If there are similar guides like this you would like to see, let me know in the comments below, because there are others I've had planned for a long time, like crystal flies, updated elites, and mining. I'm a fan of comprehensive guides. I love both, but ultimately what I really like are these short and sweet type ones. And you know what else is short and sweet? My list of patrons, and I love them. They're great. They support my content, and if you would like to make this list a little bit longer, you can check out the links to my socials below. But ultimately, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Attaboy!